Darsh, you were at Smethwick for a number of years. What brought you to Wondervolts?
I was at Smethwick for nearly 28 years, and when I was 16 I played both for Wondervolts and Smethwick, Saturday, Sunday, and I ended up staying with Smethwick for, as I said, nearly 28 years. And I, as a player, played all the way through, and then 33, 34, player manager for Smethwick. Did that for a number of years as a manager. And family circumstances, my son was at university, so had to take him to and from. So it was difficult for me to be at the games and to have the discipline to be on time as you expect from all players. So it's a difficult position for me. So I finished football for a year. Wondervolts asked me to come on board and help them to support because they was looking to fold. And as I knew them when I was 16 years old, I didn't want them to fold. So it's a club I knew for a number of years. So I started off, Sundays was okay because end of the day, it didn't impact my family environment. So we started off with Sundays. 2 years later, my son obviously started driving, so it was okay for him to drive and for me to start having some spare time on the weekends and during the week. So we picked up and we put Wondervolts from Sundays to Saturday football at the bottom end of semi-professional. We're currently, as you see, at Hadley Stadium at a home game, and this is our second season. So we're looking to progress with the support. We're starting really from Sundays park football to get it to Saturday bottom end of semi-professional. So this is it's a long journey in football, but we're a long way where we need to be.
Now you've told us where you've come from. What about the future? What are your plans personally for the club?
Personally for the club is really to get, first and foremost, is to get the kids, and when I say kids I mean youth teams, to play at a level so they can support the club going forward. What does that mean? So we've got a joint venture with Smethwick Raiders, who's got 5 teams under the age of 16. So last year we put 2 teams in the Birmingham AFA, which was the second team, and also in the West Midlands Regional League, which is the first team. So the plan is really to have the kids coming through to the reserve team and the reserve team coming through to the first team. So going forward, we put a 5-year business plan to get this club where it needs to be and to push the kids. And it's always about grassroots football, to get the kids on the street and giving them an opportunity, and that's what we're trying to do as a club. So we want this club to be a community club.
And what about members of the public? How can they get involved, come and support the team?
So the next thing is really, one of the things, this club is very small at the moment in terms of the management structure and the committee structure. So we're looking for volunteers to come on board. So we're looking at in terms of the commercial. So even we're talking about parents who are coming to watch and say, hey guys, is there anything you would like to do in this club? So we're giving the opportunity to parents, to the kids, to say, come on board and let's have a look at where we can fit you in to expand the club going forward.
And I must ask you as well finally about Lawrence, a young manager. Whatever level of football we play at, it's always a brave decision to appoint a young manager.
No, I interviewed Lawrence and I had an absolutely fantastic interview, and he's a young manager who wants to cut his teeth at a good level, and he's obviously at TNS and he's a coach, and everything he said was exactly in terms of my business plan and my expectations for where I want this club to be. And he's got a lot of vision for this club, and an absolutely great interview. And we took him on, and guess what? We haven't looked back. So it's a good opportunity for Lawrence, but more importantly, he's developing the young generation, and that's the key. It's not we don't have a lot of money in terms of we can go out and pay players. We don't. So it's important for Lawrence to go out and get the kids, to get them off the streets. We have good training session. We have good coaches. To find, as everybody always says, is to find the rough diamond, and he's doing a good job. And as you see, we've probably got 7, 8 players in 18 or 19 playing today, so that's a good start. So we're already building for next season.
Well, Darsh, thank you for your time and that great insight into the club. The game's been going on behind your shoulder. You've been very disciplined. I'll let you get back to that right now.
Thank you very much.
Lawrence, before we talk about today's game and your involvement with Wondervolts, TNS Ladies, tell us about that journey in your life.
Well, we're on the home straight now with TNS Ladies, playing some great football. Great football. We've got 5 games to go. So I got into it by applying for the TNS manager's job. I saw it available, thought I'll have a crack at ladies football. After starting doing men's Sunday league last year, I thought, well, let's have a go at ladies. Add another string to my bow. And unfortunately didn't get it. And they hired Andy, who's now the manager there, and we're good mates. So I'm down there, assistant manager, helping Andy along the way. And the ladies have played some great football this year. The way Andy wants them to play, and what he's asked me to do with them and help the build up play with them, and defending, the attacking quality up front. It's been brilliant. Scoring goals for fun, keeping clean sheets. It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the ladies deserve everything, especially after last week when we played Leicester and won 12-0. The football was immense to play. Working for another, shots off, the whole lot. It was brilliant. So I'm thoroughly enjoying my TNS ladies until the end of the season, and hopefully even more on to next.
Well, you didn't get the manager's job at the New Saints, but you did here at Wondervolts. How did that come about?
Oh, I just heard a few mates of mine. I heard, the Wondervolts were looking for a new manager. I sent my CV and all my philosophies that I've got with football to Darsh, the chairman, and we had a meeting. And he liked what I wanted to say, and I liked what he wanted to do, and it worked really well. I've been in charge since November. I had a tough start, really tough start, playing 3 out of the top 4. It's new to me coming into a semi-professional team at the low end in West Midlands Regional Div 2. It's been an eye-opener. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a challenge. It's a step up, and I'm learning, getting contacts, learning different players, different ways of playing. As like today, I like to try and play some football, and today wasn't a footballing game, but we dug in and it was a team effort to the end, and we got a great result. But what we want to do with the club is brilliant. What we want to do, how we want to play next year, and what we've got in place, it's going to be good. It's going to be something big, and I'd have to say, you've got to watch out for what we've got in store for next season, because we're going to come with a force next year, what we've got planned.
That sounds fantastic. Now, all managers, regardless of the level or the division, have challenges. What sort of challenge is it to you personally as a young manager working with players who in some cases are actually older than you?
It is, especially even with the ladies and the men's. It's tough being only 22, first season in Saturday men's semi-professional football. It's tough. It's tough. It's finding the balance. What you need to do with your players. Some players need a little arm around the shoulder and a bit of confidence boosting. Some need telling to the point to fire them up. They're all different. Say not the ladies. Some need a bit lower on confidence. They need building on their confidence to start off with. And some you just let them get on with it. They know their jobs. They're experienced enough. You just need to give them a little tips here and there. Just maybe little tweaks positioning wise and how I want to play, and it all knits in. And the last few games, it's been good how I've wanted to play. It took a few months with different players coming in and going out, you know, but it's starting to gel, and we've got 3 games to go, and hopefully we can get 3 more wins from today's victory to go and finish on a top high to the end of the season. But being young, I'm ambitious. It's what I want to do. It's a job that I want to do professionally and to the highest level I can do it at. And it's a good base here, you know, great support from Darsh, the chairman, and the players here that have come in and looked at me and gone, okay, let's listen to what he's got to say, and stuck by me. So I'm appreciative to them. They've stuck by me to the end, and like I said, I'm looking forward to next season because it's going to be good, and I'm really, really looking for the full season with Volts.
On to today's game. The club is in a comfortable mid-table position in Division 2, West Midlands Regional League. Happy with the performance? Obviously the result 1-0 today, that was good. What about the performance?
So like I said, touch on the last point just, the performance wasn't brilliant as a footballing perspective. Darlaston came here with a game plan. They tried to play long ball with the quick strikers up top, and I think our back four did really well. We coped with it well. We didn't create many clear-cut chances.
Unfortunately, we get to know some of the time.
Cheers, Mukhtar. See you later, mate. So we set the game plan I wanted to play, but we dug in back to the end. We had a great chance, great goal by Jamal, running from the right hand side, working in straight across the goal, left foot shot back across the keeper and in. And it was a brilliant finish. You know, we had chances, hit the post, keepers pulled off a few saves, but in the end I think best team won. And having 3 young lads that made their debut today, in Cisco, Jed and Brandon, and they all put a shift in for the team and they worked themselves into the ground. The whole team did. It was a team effort today. That's what won us the game in the end.
Well, Lawrence, thank you for your time today. Congratulations on the win. All the very best in your own personal football career, whether it's at Tennis Ladies or Wondervault or wherever the journey may take you. All the very best.
Cheers, Stu. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.